What up, YouTube? It's your boy Jermaine, back with another video. This video, I thought I would talk about, I would answer some food delivery questions because yesterday I made this video talking about how much money I made last week delivering food on the Caviar app here in San Francisco. And it actually brought up a lot of questions. I got a lot of private messages, I got some DMs on Instagram. A lot of people want to know a lot of things. So first off, if you guys watched that video from yesterday, or if you haven't watched that video, maybe I'll put it up above here. But there's something I must point out about that video. The numbers in that video is very, it's, what do I call it? It's not, basically if you come to San Francisco and you get a bike and start working, like you're probably not going to achieve that anytime soon. So it's kind of one thing I wanted to throw out there, and whenever I talk about how much money I make like that, it's always like a really negative thing, especially on apps like Caviar and TaskRabbit. You know, some people are really excited and some people are like, yeah man, you're hustling, but then there's so many people out there that say so many negative things about like how much money I make and how I'm ripping people off because I'm working for this app and it's charging other people so much money, but these people don't care. They're paying, so I'm not ripping them off. Like, is the company? No one's getting ripped off here. So I thought I would answer some questions. So some people, one question I got was phone. How do I keep my phone charged? Now this is a pretty simple question to answer. Usually I don't keep a power bank. I used to keep a power bank all the time, but I would rather carry the charger because the charger is lighter than the power bank. And with the iPhone 11, there's the fast charging. So if I'm at a restaurant and the food's gonna take 10 minutes, you know, to be prepared, and there's a plug right there, I can plug my phone in for 10 minutes and get like 20% battery or 25% battery. So that's not bad. So I don't usually use a power bank that much, and if I start my shift at 9 in the morning or 8 in the morning, I know for sure my phone will be good up until like 1 o'clock, and that's if I turn the Wi-Fi off. Majority of the time I don't cut the Wi-Fi off, so when I'm running around the city, it'll always connect to other Wi-Fi's. If you cut your Wi-Fi off, you'll save battery, but I don't usually cut it off because whenever I come back to WeWork or whenever I go back home, I'll have to cut it back on, and if I don't cut it back on, you know, I'll just my service will be slow. So that's one thing you can do to save battery on your phone. You can also cut down the brightness. Some days are much brighter than other days. Today wasn't so bright, so you know, I don't have to have the brightness like on as much. Another question I got: which bags do I use when I'm running around doing deliveries? So there's a lot of options for bags. I see some people that have the actual Caviar bag. This bag here that I use is called, I don't know what this bag is called, but it's just like a shopping bag. I got this off Amazon. I think this is like $8 or $9. If you go to the Caviar website, you can get bags for about $5. They're cheaper. I believe the reason why I didn't go with the Caviar app is because you have to like, I don't know, there's some reason why I did not go and get it from the Caviar website, where I just always get them from Amazon. I think Amazon is just a little bit faster, and I know for sure, like if I order it on Monday, it's definitely gonna be here by Wednesday. And with the Caviar app, well, not with the Caviar app, but I remember you used to could go to the Caviar location and just pick up bags, but I don't think they do that anymore. So I guess I'm gonna have to order it from Caviar, and they're gonna have to mail it to me, and like, will I get it in 2 days? Will I get it in a week? I don't know. I don't really want to find out. Maybe Caviar should just sell these freaking bags at their office so carriers can get bags. But I use these. This one, actually, I had a really big spill today. One thing about delivering food, this is a question I want to ask you guys, because I know a lot of food delivery people are gonna watch this video. So I was out delivering food earlier, and you know how sometimes you go to a restaurant. Asian restaurants do a very good job of this. They always package the food like in a really nice way. Like you won't spill anything. You won't spill anything whenever you pick up from majority of Asian restaurants. They do just a really good job of packaging things. But other restaurants on the flip side, they just do a very bad job of packaging things. So earlier today, and this is why I recommend that you guys have more than one food bag. Like I would say like have 2, or maybe have 3, or maybe have 4. I know 4 is a lot, but I'm gonna explain to you why you should always have 1. So earlier today, I had this soup in here, And I didn't even know that soup was in this bag. I just thought that it was just plates of food. I didn't even think there was soup in there. And I'm at the customer's house and I'm pulling out the thing and the bag rips and I see, oh yeah, there's soup everywhere. So this bag smells like soup, really, it smells like soup big time. So the best thing to do with these bags when you spill something in them is like rinse them out and like stick them in the sun, okay? Because the sun will get rid of the smell and stuff like that. So this one I'm probably not gonna use for a couple days because it's not soaked everywhere, but like around the edges is like, it smells like chicken. And I'm a vegan and I don't eat dead animals, so like I'm just not that big of a fan of this chicken smell. So these bags are really, really great. And the reason why I say you should always have more than one, you might spill something in a bag and yeah, you can keep using it if you spill something in a bag, but you may run into the problem of, let's say you spill something in a bag and it smells like really fishy, okay? And it smells like mad fish, like something, you deliver something from a fish restaurant. And then all of a sudden, you go to like another restaurant, like a salad restaurant. Now, the person that orders the food from the salad restaurant, why should they smell fish, okay? So if you take that food from the salad restaurant and put it into the bag that had fish spilled inside the bag, when you go to the customer's house and give them the bag of food, which is not fish, but it's salad, right? The bag is gonna smell like fish. And that's not a very positive experience when you're a customer and you're ordering food and you're ordering something and it's a salad. Maybe this person could be vegan, or maybe this person doesn't like fish, or maybe this person is allergic to fish. And what happens? They bring their bag in the kitchen and they say, it smells like fish in here. And they pull their salad out of the bag and then they notice that the bag smells like fish, and then the people are like, this bag smells like fish, I'm not gonna tip the carrier. This is the reason why you want more than one bag. Also, 2 weeks ago, I lost 2 of these bags in 1 week. Usually what I do whenever I make a delivery, if I have a backpack on, I'll take the bag and instead of unzip my backpack and put the bag in my backpack, I don't do that. I'll just take the bag and stick it right here underneath my backpack in my back, so it'll be right there. So when I walk into a restaurant, I don't have to open my backpack up. I can just like pull this bag from underneath and then just put the food in the bag. But when I was out riding, I had this underneath my backpack, underneath my back. And I believe I jumped on a bike, and when I jumped on the bike, I put my backpack on the front of the bike, and when I did that, this just dropped out in the middle of the street, and I didn't even notice it, and I just took off. And then I noticed like 2 minutes later, I don't have the food bag, so I turned around and went the other way, and I couldn't find it, And that pretty much happened to me twice in 1 week. So I was completely out of food bags, and that was really annoying because I had to go to Target and get one of those plastic bags that just really suck because they make a lot of noise and you can't even put anything in those bags really. So that's one thing I would recommend. Other things I use when I'm out delivering, I always have a pair of Bluetooth headphones. This pair can last about 12 hours, so that's pretty nice to have. Lately, I haven't been using a backpack, I've just been using a fanny pack. And with the fanny pack, I'll put the charger in the fanny pack, I'll have some cash in here, I'll have my wallet, stuff like that. This is super light to carry, I can just throw it like around my fanny and just go on with the flow. So a fanny pack's pretty cool. Now, it hasn't been too cold. I mean, it's like 50 degrees outside, so when it's 50 degrees outside, and it's not windy, I don't really trip that much. So today I'm just like wearing like 2 base layers here. Just 2 base layers and just a shirt on top. For the bottom portion, this is not a video on how to stay warm, but I'm just showing you guys things that I use. I just got some minimalist shoes on, rocking 2 pairs of socks, 3 base layers on here. So that's gonna keep me warm. And a pair of shorts just so I can have some pockets. That's a couple things to throw out there. I would also recommend getting some gloves. These gloves are pretty cool. I wear these all the time when I'm out on the bike because when it's cold, the first thing that gets cold is this part of my hand. This part of my hand. And when this part of my hand is covered, it's not so bad. It's not so bad because this part is underneath the handle, so this part doesn't really get cold. Other food delivery tips that I want to throw out there. Now, I wasn't exactly going to include this in the video, but I'm just going to go ahead and include this in the video because I'm just sitting here and it's just on my mind. But every now and then people want to know about tips, okay? You want to know like, okay, what's a good tip? Like, how do you know what's going to be a good tip? So I'm going to try to give you guys an example right here. Okay, so right here, this is going to be a tip amount. Now, I'm just going to put this up on the screen, but I'm also going to do a screenshot. So here, as you can see, we're going to check out this order. This order is, it says expected earnings $20.23. Now, if you look closely, it says base pay $11.14. Okay, that is the base pay. The peak pay is $3.34. That's the peak pay. So you get the base pay and you get the peak pay. But what you're not like guaranteed to get is the tip amount. And when you add these three amounts, the base pay, the peak pay, and the tip amount, it's gonna equal to $20.35. Now the tip amount here is $5.87. Now, when you go and drop this order off and you hit deliver, what you will receive is you will receive the base pay and the peak pay, but you will not receive the tip amount. The tip amount, the customer has 2 hours for the tip amount to go through. So the customer can go on here and change it from $5.87 and they can lower it to 0, or they can increase it to $100 or whatever, which most people won't do. But this is very, very important. So some days when I'm out working, this is just a tip I'm just gonna throw out there. I'll make more tip videos eventually. But one thing that I really want people to realize about the Caviar app is on certain orders, you really want to pay attention to the tip amount. You want to pay attention to the tip amount because sometimes the base amount is like $2.80 or $2.90. And the tip amount is like $15, right? So if you are out and you know for sure that, okay, this order is really close, I'm only gonna get $2, but the estimated tip amount is like 15 or 12 or whatever. Okay, I can accept this order and I know for sure I'll get the $2 or the $3, but then I might get the tip or I might not. Now on the flip side, you have to pay very close attention to this when it pops up on the screen. Sometimes an order may pop up on the screen and it may say $20, okay? And the base pay may be $18 out of the 20. Okay, and the peak pay may be 50 cents, all right? And the estimated tip amount may be $1.50. Okay, I'm just throwing out numbers here. So in that case, you know for sure you're gonna get that big base pay. So if they don't tip, if they change the tip from $1.50 to 0, no big deal, you already got the $18. Forget about the $1.50, right? Forget about the $1.50, but you already got the 18. Now on the flip side, sometimes you may accept the order and it say $20 and the peak pay and the base pay equals $3, but you're waiting on that $17 tip. Now you don't know for sure if you're gonna get the $17 tip or not. Like you don't know. The customer could, let you receive the tip or the customer can change the tip. So anyway, I wanted to make a video talking about some of the things I use on the Caviar app. And I also want to give you guys a little tips and tricks, some things that I use on the Caviar app to make money. And yeah, anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more random videos from your homeboy, Jermaine. Peace out.